So I guess let's start looking for all of these tertiary endings that we can feed into the biblically accurate princess. So I guess we kind of have two options that I can immediately think of. One is don't hesitate at all, right? Because even last time we took a second, so we could immediately go for it, just head on, right? And see where that takes us. But I kind of want to do the exact opposite of everything we did last time and just immediately talk to her and actually try to be kind to her. We never tried that. We were very cautious the first time around. Even though we tried talking to her, we were still very cautious, very hesitant. Didn't really know what side to fall on. So this time, I'm just going to see what happens when we trust her. Instead of slaying the princess, what will come of us if we trust the princess? So let's do it. Let's see here. Let's go with this. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And
I don't know.
Decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay. I'm all ears.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
I'm choosing not to believe you this time around.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
We will see about that.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay. Let's head to the cabin and talk to her.
Make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin. So this is all the same. But this time, let's see what happens if we don't take the blade. I'm going to take no aggression in there with me. We're just going to enter the basement. No blade, no self-defense, nothing. We're just going to talk to her like a normal-ass person. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase.
Oh, he didn't... I'm surprised he didn't mention us not taking the blade.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
She already does sound different, just from not taking the blade. Ooh, because when we took it, it immediately made her seem slightly more threatening, as if we were priming ourselves to be threatened by her. That's... Ooh, okay.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I don't know. It seems like the princess and also the hero, they both seem to just dynamically shift themselves to the way that I am perceiving the situation. So let's just... Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the
Hey.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Mm-hmm.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Okay.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Fuck it, I'll see what I can do. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
I don't know if I am. I think by me doing this, it's making her less dangerous.
You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Sorry.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Unless... If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Whoa. Slow down.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Fucking, hold up. We are not in a Saw movie right now, alright?
If we were stuck down
We
here,
don't gotta go there.
we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Is someone else here?
Try the door.
Try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
I think the narrator did this to me. Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
It's not too bad.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates.
Oh!
Her teeth tearing through her lid with the determination.
Hey! Wow, that's neat. That was quick. That turned... the tone has shifted. Quickly. Okay.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike,
Weird.
it's
Okay.
now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her in this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it cuts through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Yeah, just some spaghetti sauce. That's all it is.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Yo, she's scary as fuck. Even when she's being nice, she's scary as fuck. What is wrong with this lady?
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours,
Hey,
blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
yeah, you got a little, you know what? Never mind. It's all right.
How is she still smiling after everything?
Don't worry about it.
It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay. Yeah, let's get out of here. All is well, I guess. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom step, your body steps forward and raises the...
You can't do that.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
That's what I said.
Watch me.
Oh, God.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
Yeah, DM is railroading.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the
Hey!
blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I don't fucking trust you, man. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh, no. Is she gonna kill us?
She plunges it into your chest,
Ugh.
tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Ouch.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Have we, though?
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Yeah, she doesn't look very happy about this.
It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Yeah, but, like, you did this. Neither of us really did this. You did this, Mr. Narrator.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Again. Chapter 2. The Damsel. Oh, this time, is this the road we're going down this time?
Path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So instead of her turning into a monster this time around, she's gonna get, like, more and more innocent, I'm assuming.
You're here
Maybe.
to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. You bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time.
Yeah.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he?
Oh, the Smitten.
If we're going to save
Smitten is back.
we'll have to be sneaky.
Smitty.
Our beloved. Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Alright. It's not worth trying to reason with the narrator. Let's just proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
What the fuck is it gonna look like inside this time?
She will lie. She will cheat.
Yeah.
I told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I fucking love this guy.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Mm-hmm. You don't really have the same task that I have, though.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant.
Oh.
It's draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
It's making her seem more like an actual, like, princess being held prisoner with this setting.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't need shit. Let's just approach the mirror for good measure.
You walk up
See what's up with that.
to the basement door. It's a wall. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe it clean. Anything?
Reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
Nothing.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Okay. So it seems like I can only see myself in the mirror when I'm completely outside the, like, bounds of the story, which is interesting. Alright, we still don't need the blade. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell.
A dungeon.
Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
He's having to, like, stretch. The more that I alter the story to make things more pleasant, the more he's having to, like, stretch things to make it seem like it's still worth killing her.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Alright, slow down. Slow down, Buster.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Smitten is already imagining their fucking grandchildren.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
I don't know if I believe that at all anymore.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
I think the only one manipulating this situation is us. I think we're manipulating this all by the choices we make. We're creating these situations. And the narrator, the characters, all of them, they're kind of just forced to bend to our will.
My love, we're here to rescue your
My love.
and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
I've been saying.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us.
What? It's relative. It's relative. Princess Ozaline. Hi. What's going on?
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Yeah. No, it was pretty much like it was literally all the narrator. Like, she kind of didn't have a choice. At that point, it was basically just self-defense. Oz, like the Wizard of Oz, rhymes with fine. Ozaline. Oh, wow. I can't believe I got 2 of the 3 syllables of that incorrect.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
I don't think that exists. Because you keep saying, like, oh no, doom to oblivion because we tried to set her free. But, like, dude, when I tried to kill her, the same thing happened. So I think you just don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially
I kinda can.
leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
Another version of me was pushed to such drastic action. It was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Okay, let's tone down the positivity there a little bit.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Alright, man.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to
Damn.
violence.
Alright. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Yeah? But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Alright then.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything.
Alright,
She is innocence itself.
Your Honor. I mean, my client said she didn't end the world, so...
I'm not so sure.
I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Okay.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Maybe we will this time, I don't know.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
We'll see about that.
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Rescue the princess.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another
Oh my god.
You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Probably.
I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I end our life without a second thought.
That's true. I could do that.
You wouldn't.
And then I would have another little chapter to look forward to. And narrator couldn't do anything about it.
I would.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her body.
I could just do it, I guess.
That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
What's gonna happen? This is the first time she's just been fully free. No limbs chopped off, no weird possession by the narrator going on. Nothing weird. Just a normal situation in this normal room. So what's gonna happen here?
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Ugh.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
Yeah, the narrator is fucking fuming at us right now.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
I don't actually know. We. What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Yes. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
I mean, seems likely.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Dude, you don't remember all the shit I remember. You haven't been through all the shit I've been through. You don't know what the truth is.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
Yeah, you haven't seen what I've seen.
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
If you want to leave, then let's leave.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually.
I don't know. I think that weird brown void prison we were in with the biblically accurate princess suggests otherwise. I don't think a world existed in that particular space, and like we were kind of chilling with each other, you know? So maybe we'll be fine without the world. Who's to say?
Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it. Because moping is the only reason
He hates it.
the blind fools have left me with.
He despises it.
You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Of course.
That's a familiar move.
Fucking
If I
course.
did that last time, then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Yeah, narrator is petty motherfucker.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
She's becoming weirdly vapid in this timeline. I don't know about this, but it is what it is. Rather that than literally trying to kill me as a demon.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you will ever know. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
That's how I fucking feel, buddy. Honestly, I'm just taking this as it comes. I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open.
Yeah! We did it!
I told you our love was insurmountable.
The power of love!
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Fuck you. You're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
I might be reveling in this a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I might be enjoying this a little bit. Just you being a little bitch about everything. Maybe.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone.
Fair. There's no food here, so that's a problem. Not really any entertainment or much of anything besides some stone walls. So I don't really know about the logistics of that plan, but theoretically, I mean, yeah. I guess we could get some fucking Uber Eats or something.
That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
I mean, why? All we need to be happy is each other. What if we just stayed here and build a life together?
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need the world. All we need is each other. That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it? Did you suggest that? I wasn't listening. You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love? We not enough for her? She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a solution. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
I don't know. Ah. Do I listen to her? I don't know. I want to trust her because trusting her and being on her side has kept things very amicable this whole time. So I'm going to go ahead and just trust what she's saying. You're right. We're leaving.
Okay. That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Well, like you wanted, actually, but, you know,
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin.
And then...
And then you step outside.
Okay.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
This is not a happy vignette. This vignette is one that begets sadness and strife.
Where did everything go?
Oh, God.
Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Uh-oh.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Okay. Yep. There. Yeah, there it is. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket. Nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
I think it's too late, man.
Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
It's gonna be okay. Just trust me.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
It's the end for you, but not for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Do it, then. End us all before I die of a broken heart.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. And it's... You've grown. That's new. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, are we talking to our lovely lady once more? You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are
Okay.
no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
So, you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow? Yeah, she's not backseating. Wow. How kind of her.
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
This is so fucking weird. It's like I'm creating like a homunculus. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Yeah, a pond is quite a while away from being an ocean. When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible.
Mm-hmm.
The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die.